Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole, and I'm going to be playing a game called Dear Esther. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. It's originally was a mod developed for Half-Life 2, and I have no idea what this game is about other than it's like a story. I don't know. Let's go. Oh. Sure. So, I hope this isn't gonna be like a thing with this loading bar and awkwardness. Don't mind that, that's my cat. You just ruined the video. Sorry.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
It's quite a pretty game, even though there's not quite a lot going on so far. It's like this creepy ass building. It's not supposed to be a scary game, is this? Because, you know, automatic flashlight out of nowhere. Pressing control. Try to crouch. This is not one of those games, I think. Zoom. Ooh, zoom. Okay, that's paint. That looks like somebody needs to call the janitor or something, because food and goods. Hell no, I'm not eating here. See that toilet? Can I take anything? Okay, I get it's not one of those games, right? I mean, I think those games where you actually do something. Science! Science that glows on the walls. Can I run? Of course not. Can I jump? Nope. I'll just walk. Let's take the higher road. Because I'm that kind of person. Pretty. I was gonna watch where you're going, because just, you know, falling off isn't quite a good thing.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
I can't even get across there. I guess I'm not supposed to. Oops. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I'm supposed to be walking. I really wish I could run.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
Crop circles. Only they're sand circles, not really a circle. What do I do? What do you do?
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
There's car doors. I wonder if I'll die if I... Oh, what's that? Or a shark will come and get me. Oh god.
Come back.
What the fuck? I just died. What? Alright, well. I just died. I guess I wasn't supposed to go there. I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing really to commentate on.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then? When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this. Keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
What is this guy talking about?
I quote directly. A motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
Ooh, a ship. Arr.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life. I threw my arms wide and the cliff opened out before me, making this rough home. I transferred my belongings from the bothy on the mount and tried to live here instead. It was cold at night, and the sea lapped at the entrance at high tide. To climb the peak, I must first venture even deeper into the veins of the island, where the signals are blocked altogether. Only then will I understand them, when I stand on the summit and they flow into me, uncorrupted.
Is that like a neuron or something? Science! That is... a baby coming out of somebody. I don't know. Clothes. Human. A tree. Oh, I just came out of there. Wait. I can only go through there. I want to go see that ship. I bet I'll drown again. It's getting deeper. No! just want to go over there. Of course not. Frig you, game. Swim. Come on. Can I? Nope. Come on, game. Let me go over there. Let me just finish the game already. Come on. Fine. Fine. Oh no. Fine, game. I understand. You won't let me go there. I have to go through the whole game properly just to get there, even though I'm a grown-ass man, probably in this game. Damn it, let me run. Run! I guess if I were running in this game, there would be no point in running on an island by yourself.
I've become convinced I am not alone here,
Okay, I'm just kidding.
even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
Creepy. God. More science. What is that? Totally creeped me out. Just waiting for a zombie to come out. I'm just checking. Jeez. Oh, okay, I guess it's the next chapter. I'm gonna cut these out.